Okay, so what I'm gathering here is that Luffy finds the Going Merry on a random shipwright area, maybe in his island, in the island he resides in, which did not happen in neither the anime nor the manga, which is dumb. I have no idea why. Yeah, that beats a lot of things in the show with all the characters, actually. Yeah, Luffy, at the very beginning of the show, or beginning of the anime, or everything of One Piece, it was humble beginnings. He was on a raft, and he got sucked found himself into a barrel, for some reason. Found himself in a barrel, and that was his humble beginnings. Him starting on the Going Merry, it's not a humble beginning. That is immediately getting the level 5 armor. Because the Going Merry is a good ship from the start, and has been going since Usopp's village, Syrup Village, and has all the way up to Annie's lobby, where they actually had a funeral for it. They had a funeral for the Going Merry. And that would also be many things. It would be the purpose of Luffy's humble beginning as a pirate, and Usopp's love and cherishment, if that's the right word, and care, and why he put so much care into the Going Merry. Because in everything, he took really good care of it, because Kaya and Mary gave the Going Merry to him. It's a very bad change. It's a very shit change.
Ever since I was a kid, the sea's been calling. So?
If there's something I have to compliment about a Netflix adaptation of One Piece, the set designs look good. The set designs here, the set designs of the Baratier, from what I've seen in this trailer, is good. It seems passable, and actually a little more than passable. It seems good. I don't know if that's all like CGI and stuff, which it might be. Like all this here, I'm gonna say it's probably a green screen. Like many big movies and actually series in general, many things in American media in general, or just Western media in general, use sets and then massive green screens. The entirety of the Marvel Cinematic Universe post Phase 3, well, maybe even Phase 3, was mostly sets with green screens in the background. Yeah. Looks good, though.
All I need is a loyal crew. And I think together we'd make a pretty good team.
This guy right here who's playing Luffy, I think he'll be a good Luffy, because from what I've seen in here, he seems like a competent actor. He looks like he fills in that goofy version of Luffy. However, I don't know if he's going to be good with the serious Luffy, because if they cover Arlong Park in here, that is going to be it's either going to be really good or really bad when it comes to this guy. And all the members, actually.
We're heading up to the Grand Line.
Okay, this guy right here. Who is that? That is not Kabaji. If that is Kabaji, that is not Kabaji. That looks nothing like Kabaji. He has the swords like Kabaji, but that's all he has. Kabaji is not. He doesn't wear a red fucking robe. He doesn't belong in Aladdin. And Zoro, this part sucks with Zoro. Never has his back facing his enemy. From what I've seen, all the way up to Sabaody Archipelago, like the end of Sabaody Archipelago, he has never had his back facing towards an enemy when he's fighting him, or even when he's up close with him. Absolutely, he's never like that. That's one of the reasons Zoro let Mihawk slash him. Not only because he knows he's not good enough to beat the world's greatest swordsman, but he also never wanted scars on his back because that would break his pride as a swordsman.
負けた。俺が負けるなんて考えたこともなかった。これが世界最強の力か。何を？背中の傷は剣士の恥だ。見事。
Yeah, so fuck off Netflix with this shit.
Treacherous stretch of ocean.
Nami, she looks alright. Like, as a cosplayer, that looks good. As an official live action, it's okay. But if she's a good Nami, she's a good Nami.
With bigger islands.
CGI doesn't look all shit. It doesn't look like a bag of dog ass.
And bigger pirates.
Buggy. What do they do to Buggy? Non-Netflix Buggy has face paint on him. However, it's not Joker level. Whoops. It's not Joker level everywhere. Buggy in the Netflix adaptation looks like a killer clown from outer space. Oda made Buggy as a Captain Circus clown. However, he has the crossbones on his head going down to the bottom of his eye sockets, with some blue slashes on on top of his eyes, and big red honk nose, and lastly, he has the big red lips. This Buggy right here looks like a Joker cosplayer, like Joker as a pirate, and that's not good. Everyone wants Buggy, not the Joker.
Careful with that.
I don't work for you.
I'm sensing a little bit of tension amongst the crew.
Not a crew.
Yeah, Zoro would never say that. Zoro would never say we're not a crew, because in the first, episode 3, he called Luffy captain after, slashing down Morgan.
Dollar.
お安いご用だ、キャプテン。
Zoro always saw Luffy as his captain. Nami would say that because everywhere in the source material, I'll just say source material, she teamed up with Luffy because she wanted to steal Buggy's treasure and his map. All she did was team up with him, not be part of his crew, which would make sense here. I don't see Usopp or anyone on here, so I guess this is pre-Usopp, so it's way before our long park. Fuck, is that Usopp? Is that fucking Usopp? What did they do to Usopp? Where's his long nose?
We haven't sailed together for very long, but I know we've got each other's backs.
What? What? Why is Nami there? Nami wasn't even introduced until Buggy's arc in the manga. She was actually the first straw hat we saw in the anime, which was a good way to change it up. It not only showed, how menacing Alvida is and her crew is, it also showed Nami how good she is as a burglar, a cat burglar, or just she's good at stealing from pirates. It showed Luffy. It showed many important characters in that episode. Is that Alvida? That's not Alvida. Alvida is like 7 to 8 foot tall. Yeah, she's tall and very obese in the source material. This this just looks like some random woman on a pirate ship. This looks like a cosplayer, not Alvida.
All great fighters call out their finishing moves.
No, they don't.
It's clearly wrong because in everywhere, in all the adaptations in the source material, Zoro and Luffy. Well, Zoro has he always called out 3 sword style, 2 sword style, 1 sword style, and then his attack name. August 31st. I'm setting my calendar to watch half an episode and then go right back to where I'm at on the anime. Yeah, this will suck, man. This will be very bad. Some of the characters don't. Luffy acts like Luffy. Zoro sometimes acts like. Actually, no, he doesn't act like Zoro at all. Nami, I'm sure they'll do something with her. I hope it's actually good. Usopp, I hope they keep Usopp as he was in, Japanese stuff. Sanji, they better not butcher him. If they butcher him, I'm gonna throw a piano. Yeah, if they fuck up Sanji, that's shit, man. I think in the Western media, Sanji would be the easiest person to adapt. He's a simp, he's a white knight towards women, and he will beat anybody up. He'll beat anyone up for even disrespecting a woman. That's the easiest thing to do. See, I guess that's it. Alvida, I hope they keep her as she is, as the big, tall, obese, brooding woman who's all that in a bag of chips. Kobe, I hope they keep him as, the loser, the round loser who was afraid of Alvida, and it took Luffy to actually encourage him, inspire him to become a Marine. I believe that this series will not be inspiring at all. I believe this will be soulless, corporate, change for the sake of change, and Oda will be like the guy who made Cowboy Bebop. Be there by contact, but probably, they'll ignore him. They did that with Cowboy Bebop. Death Note was a coincidence. Cowboy Bebop's a pattern, and One Piece will be no exception. This will be ass.